Welcome to Ripley's Believe It or Not, Strange But True. Horse won't Fiat. When a Polish farmer bought a foal at an auction in Warsaw in January 2009, the only way to get it back to his farm 150 miles, 241 kilometers away, was to put it in the back of a small hatchback with the rear seat strapped to the roof. Luckily, the police found the car on the highway after it had broken down and took custody of the 260-pound, 117-kilogram horse until they could find a better means of transportation. Fatal flaw. A man who copied an episode of CSI Criminal Scene Investigation by committing suicide by trying to make it look like murder was found out because he didn't attach enough helium balloons to the gun with which he had shot himself, planning for the gun to float away. Thomas Hickman drove from Dallas, Texas into New Mexico and put duct tape around his mouth before shooting himself in the head. However, the bundle of balloons with the gun still attached was found snagged on bushes nearby. Radioactive cafe. Police in the Ukraine foiled a plot to smuggle a highly radioactive helicopter from the site of the Kremboli disaster area and turn it into a unique coffee shop. Several people were detained in May 2008 while transporting the scrap helicopter, which seated up to 28 people, which emitted 30 times the illegal level of radiation from within the exclusive zone set around the Chernobyl nuclear power station that exploded in 1986. Unlucky car. Hollywood star James Dean died age 24 in 1955 when he crashed his Porsche Spider sports car. The car was taken to a garage when the engine slipped out and fell onto a mechanic, shattering both of his legs. The engine was then bought by a doctor who put it in his racing car and was soon killed in a crash. Another driver in that same race was killed in his car, which was Dean's drive shaft fitted to it. When the shell of Dean's Porsche was later repaired and put on display, the showroom burned down. Exhibited again in Sacramento, it fell off the stand onto a visitor, breaking his hip. Finally, in 1959, the car mysteriously broke into 11 pieces while sitting on steel supports. My goodness, I don't think James Dean's car was very safe because it did a lot of damage to a lot of people. Dead man elected. Nekula Evacu was re-elected as mayor for the village of Bonosai, Romania in June 2008. Despite being dead, he died from liver disease shortly after voting began, but still beat his living opponent, Gina G. Dobrizka, by 23 votes. Ring retrieved. A grandmother from Lancashire, England, was reunited with her engagement ring 67 years after she had thrown it into a field during an argument. Violet Booth and her fiancé hunted in vain for the ring and had to buy another when they got married a few months later in 1941. But in 2008, her grandson, metal detector fan Leoton Boyes, amazingly dug up the ring after pinpointing the spot where it had landed. Roadkill. Canadian artist Amy Nugget trailed the streets looking for roadkill, then collected it as material for incredible artwork. She hoarded more than 30,000 porcupine quills from Canadian roads to make a large spear that she calls roadkill. Her work is dedicated to recycling and honoring the animals that she encounters. All right. Stay tuned later for some more Ripley's Believe It or Not. Strange but true.